Oh, hey guys, what's going on? It's me, your boy Bryce Patrick McKenna, aka Big Mac or Bay Mac here. Welcome back to another YouTube video, and happy President's Day to you. Just kidding, I'm not a YouTuber, and I'm not a rapper. I'm winking right now, but you can't see it. But today I've got a good one for you today, like Steve Harvey. I am doing a oral video book report on my book that I read for the wonderful Mrs. Sally Small's English class, and our project is due tomorrow. So I'm going to give you this report in under 8 minutes today, guys. That's 8 minutos en español. Shout out to Alexi and Litzy in our class who speak some Espanol. They are really awesome. So let's get into it. As you can probably tell, I don't have much voice, so I got this to survive today. And where is it? I've got this. Oh, wait, this is our book? Dang, let's just get straight up into it. Can you see it now? Can you see it now? How about now? How about right now? This is our book. We have Tease by Amanda Maciel. And when you hear Tease, you're probably thinking like, okay, is this like some 50 Shades of Grey or like The Notebook or something weird like that? But not weird, but crazy. No, it is no. Get your mind out of there because it is different. It is a tale of fiction. It's based on true events, though. It is Amanda Maciel's first novel. It really slaps. The setting is in a 2010 high school in Massachusetts. And yeah, because that's where the true events are based off of. And it's a tale of high school social scene, friends, and when a new girl comes. And let's just say it gets spicy, cray-cray, and all the above. Some of the main characters that are involved is you got our girl Sarah, who is a junior. The whole book is in her perspective. And her tribulations, everything, it's in her perspective. But it has an interesting thing in the book where it goes back and forth between the past and the present, future, same thing. But today I'm just going to go through the hero's stages in the journey. And our person taking the journey is Sarah, so I'm going to go through it like that. But some of the other characters that are involved are Brielle, her bestie. She's rich, she's pretty. They're both pretty, so when they're together, they're like a dynamic duo. They are nice, they're cool, but they can also be mean. Sarah's boyfriend, Dylan, senior star baseball player. Some of his buddies are involved. Tyler, Jacob, senior girl named Noelle. Then you got the main chick. Pretty much, because she's the transfer. Even though she's not the main character, she comes to the school. She's a sophomore sensation. Her name's Emma, and she doesn't really have a lot of friends, but she does have a lot of guys. So you can see where this might get wild up in here. So starting with Sarah in her ordinary world. This is when she's got a boyfriend, she's got friends, she's got parties, she got it all going on. She's just like... And this is before Emma arrives to their school. Then her call to adventure is when Emma arrives at their school, and everybody's like, who is that? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Like, like, who is this girl? She just pulled up, she's pretty, she's got the red hair. What's going to happen here? Her refusal to the call is when time goes on and she doesn't befriend this girl, Emma. Her and her friends do not befriend her, sorry. She actually they start being nasty to her and doing all these crazy things just because she's going around getting with these guys, Emma is, and stealing people's boyfriends on sometimes. And part of this also is when Emma basically steals Sarah's boyfriend at prom. Sarah gets them together and they're all like this. So that's where it really gets wild. I would say a big time inner conflict beforehand for Sarah when she's being insecure about this, and then external with handling it. She handles it by throwing a shoe at her in the first place and running out. So some big time conflicts there. Sarah's mentor that she meets, she already knew, is Brielle. Brielle pretty much dictates what she does as the alpha female friend. Crossing the threshold is when all this bullying is going on. It's so much. It's really bad at looking from an outsider. And then after all this, the girl Emma tragically ends up committing suicide in her garage. this is just a weird day when the kids find out. Obviously, quiet, terrible, just bad. People feel bad, even though a lot of people didn't like her and they called her names. It's a big inner conflict for Sarah and her friends because they realize what their actions kind of did, really. And external conflict as far as handling the people that are now coming at them and the media and all that jazz, really. So after this, she has to test her allies and enemies in her journey. This is where kind of summer approaches. She has to go to summer school because of all the school she missed for all the crazy stuff. And she meets this guy named Carmichael, who didn't mention him earlier because he kind of comes in later. He's kind of like a hippie guy, kind of cool guy, doesn't say much, but they kind of meet and they become friends, and even more than friends, because he is a guy that he's a guy that doesn't judge really people that much, and they kind of click because of that. Because Sarah's like, oh my God, everybody hates me now, my life's over, and he kind of comes into her life and is like, nah, So her approach to the inner cave is before she has to go to trial, because all the kids have to go to trial, and this is a big inner conflict for her because she's like, what am I gonna say? Because I don't feel bad. I hated her. I just feel bad that she did it. The ordeal is when the trial comes. She's got to say her statement. This is the climax. This is where it gets really real. The trial comes, and she has to apologize, give her statement, which she worked on and she kind of put into her own words. And the reward of that is that the family is crying, Emma's family. They believe her apology. And even Sarah's crying at this point because it's just a very emotional and tragic situation, no matter how she feels. And the resurrection of her journey is when her family and life kind of comes back together. This is the resolution as well. Comes back together after this, and she returns with the elixir when she finds her inner peace as well. So we're coming on 8 minutes, but the lessons out of here are that, we're going to cut some of this. It's going to be switched over to 9 minutes. The lessons are that actions done by people in society do affect other people in a way that you may or may not know. The theme of this book is bullying and lessons in bullying and how that can affect other people. And there's really no winners. That's the real theme of bullying. Gotta give a shout out to Mrs. Small's wonderful class, Mrs. Small, for giving us an environment to create our ideas and succeed. The class for being so awesome. Shout out to this girl named Jaidyn because her and I read the same book, and she's really great. And we got to, unfortunately, even though we didn't get to work together on this project, she is in my heart because we got to talk a lot about it and share our perspectives and have fun with this. Shout out to my family, myself, and God, and thank you guys for watching, even though we went way over the time. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. B-Mac out.
Now, for the rest of this video, there were some questions that I forgot to include, so I'm going to talk this to you. Include these questions, and I'm going to talk like Sam Elliott just because it's late at night and because I feel like it, and I just watched some episodes of The Ranch. So, let's just that's my light and new. How did this book personally impact me? Now, I definitely would say that it helped me become more aware of how people treat each other in the world and around me, and not just think about myself. What is the theme for my book as it relates to the main character or protagonist taking a personal journey? Now, I would say this theme was definitely bullying, and could also be said to be social responsibility. What lessons will you take away personally with you after reading this book? I would take away that I need to keep doing what I'm doing and treating everybody like $1,000,000, because you never know what people are going through. You never know what they're feeling on the inside. So you got to treat them and have some empathy for them in what you do in life. And would you recommend this book to others? Why or why not? I would most definitely recommend this book to another person, another human being, another kid, because this is truly really interesting, and I had a fun time reading it, and it really makes you feel like you are in the story. Great book, great time. Now be Max out. For real. Sam, I'm out of the ranch.
Yo, now it's time for some outtakes. Try not to cringe too hard, please. Please. The setting is at a high school in 2010 in Massachusetts. And my glasses are fogging up right now. You gotta be kidding me. Massachusetts in 2010. And shoot. Let's go again. External. Handling this girl that is changing her life. Meeting her mentor is someone she already knows. That's definitely Brielle, because her friend Brielle, her bestie, kind of dictates everything she does. So, crossing the threshold. Oh, this is not gonna work. So that was definitely a big inner and external conflict with being insecure about this girl Emma being around, and then external with how to handle this girl that's coming and trying to change her life. I'm already at 6 minutes and we cannot do this. Oh. Sorry, it's not funny. I'm just laughing at myself, per usual. This is a big external conflict as well, with Sarah having to deal with the papers and everything like that, and the media and everybody, really. So, realize I cannot do this in under 7 minutes. God, bro. Leon, you got Sarah in her ordinary world. She's got her boyfriend, she's got her friends, she's got a party, she's got it all going on. She's just like, and this is before Emma gets to the school. Then her call to adventure in life is when Emma arrives to the school and everybody's like,